An introduction. My beloved students, I greet you in the majesty of divine consciousness, and I celebrate with you the beauty of your becoming. Know that your life is very precious, for it offers you the opportunity to open to your true nature. What a wonder is the vehicle you know as your body-mind, for it allows you to experience and learn from substance, form, structure, movement, perception, integration, appreciation, and above all, the co-creative process of spiritualizing matter. Celebrate the journey and dedicate everything you learn to the liberation of all beings everywhere. This book is a study of the mind. Part of the material is taken from public lectures I have given through Kathlyn Kingdon in our 20-something year partnership. Those recorded lectures are available through the Vajra Flame Foundation Limited, www.vajraflame.org. This book is not merely a collection of lecture transcriptions, but of teachings that utilize some of the same material found in those lectures with additional commentary added to address to a larger audience of students. You will notice that the fluff has been removed, with each sentence being as direct and forthright as possible. It is my earnest desire that spiritual students everywhere will find within these pages informative principles that will aid each in negotiating the interesting, if complicated, terrain of the mind. The four bodies and the mind. The word mind, as I use it in this text, should be interpreted broadly and should be seen to include all four bodies. The physical body is the seat of the organs of perception, which are experienced through the five senses. The emotional body presents the wide range of the feeling spectrum that so permeates the life of the human being. The mental body is the source of cognition, conceptualization, analysis, interpretation, discernment, and judgment, to name a few of the functions. The spiritual body, an emanation from the source of all being, is an oceanic flow of pure consciousness that contains the field of infinite possibilities. Receiving information from the other three bodies, the spiritual body remains divinely neutral and is both the supreme integrator of truth and the dispenser of wisdom. The spiritual body anchors into human awareness as the internal quiet but perpetual observer. The spiritual body contains the other three bodies but vibrates at a much higher frequency than any one of the other three or combination of those three. It is therefore not limited by the conventions of time and space, and in highly evolved individuals, it extends outward from one's physical point on the planet into deep space, holding the very formula for creation. Individually, each of these four bodies provides a complicated array of awareness factors. Collectively, they present a spectrum of awareness possibilities so vast that the average person can scarcely be said to do more than scratch the surface on this massive expanse of terrain called mind. In this text, for the sake of simplifying a very complex landscape, I make continual references to ego mind, which draws predominantly from the lower three bodies, and essence mind, which draws predominantly from the spiritual body. Other terminology is used to identify specific attributes of mind, such as hungry mind, distracted mind, or doubting mind, that are seen as emanating from ego mind. Suggestions given for working with the mind or training the mind tend to be activities that engage the mental body. The material with which one works or trains, however, arises predominantly from the emotional body. Thus can be seen the interdependent relationship that exists between these two, as they continually offer input to the flow of consciousness. Although the physical body is addressed much less directly in this work, its presence in all exercises of mind must be implied, since the physical body houses the organs of perception, a neuronal system, and the convoluted mass of gray and white tissue that fills the cranium, the brain.